Hi friends, hi guys. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back. If you don't know me, my name is Megan. I'm a manifestation coach and I have been for a very long time. So you guys, you can work together too. Descriptions in the link. So what I want to talk today about is something that I think is very important to manifesting. So it is basically reacting to the old story, okay, and giving into that old story. So we really, manifesting can be super easy. All right. So when you see something in your reality that you don't like, okay, it's just giving you contrast to show you what you do want. Okay. So for instance, if I see somebody when I wanted, let's say when I wanted my Jeep, let's say, when I wanted to get that Jeep, I hated my old car. So every time I saw another Jeep or looked at my old car and it was breaking down, and I'd get irritated with it, it was just an idea to show me that it was contrast, that I wanted something else. And at that point in my life, I wanted a Jeep. I might want a different car later on in life, and that's going to give me contrast. Okay, so if your SP is showing up in a way that you're not feeling chosen, and there's things in your life that's happening, it's contrast to show you what you want. If you don't have enough money in the bank account and you're starting to feel like, worried about finances, again, it's contrast to show you what you want. If you want to go on a lavish vacation and you're stuck at home and you're thinking, I want to go on vacation, I don't want to be stuck at home, I want to be at a beach, let's say, it's showing you contrast for what you want. Okay, does that make sense, you guys? So every time we're seeing something that we don't like, it's just a spectrum, opposite side of the spectrum, to show us what we do want. Okay, what happens is we start making up stories based on what we don't have. Okay, we start thinking maybe that we're not good enough, or it's always been this way, or it's unchangeable. All right, and that's the issue. Okay, there, my friends, is the issue that we want to start working on. Okay, so let's stop creating these stories if we saw something that we don't like in our reality and just start telling ourselves, that's just contrast to show me what I do want. What do I want? Because what happens instead is people start creating this entire story about things, like I said already, that they're not good enough, or it's always been this way, or there must be something inherently wrong with me. All these sort of things, instead of just really seeing what you truly want, which is the next part. Is sometimes people are just not giving themselves some sort of permission to have what they want. It could be different things. You might feel guilty for wanting that, or someone might have told you a long time ago that makes you greedy if you have money, or money doesn't grow on trees, or if your person is adoring you, that you're a complete bitch because you're being spoiled. Okay, these are all like reflections of inner thoughts that we have going on in our head that somewhere along the line we started to believe was true. Okay, so then we start manifesting that over and over again as experiences or events to make that become more true, because we inherently to believe that to be true. Okay, but let's remember, first thing is contrast. Second thing is to remember we can give ourselves permission to have what we want. We're the only ones that are creating these stories over and over again, thinking that maybe we're a bad person or that we're not good enough. Or everybody has different blind spots. That's what coaching can be great for. But those are the stories that you keep perpetuating. That self-talk, okay, of what you're saying is inherently what is creating your reality and what's being outpictured, what you inherently believe to be true. And I understand when I say this, it seems so true, right? Because it's been told to you over and over again. Then you have these events and evidence, and people are telling you things. So therefore it must be true, right? But it's not, because everything comes from within, okay? And then it is manifested out afterwards, all right? So when you're thinking of this, like what I'm saying is we really want to try to start thinking about our reactions to things. So that'd be the next step. Step 3 would be, what is my reaction to this? Okay, so let's say, for instance, you're talking to somebody and they give you bad news, or let's say your SP is just ignoring you and says they don't want to be in a relationship with you. And then you're trying so hard to come up with all these different ways to make them want to be in a relationship with you. And all you hear back is, yeah, I don't want a relationship with you. I don't want a relationship. I'm really bad at relationships, as an example. Well, then you're going to start thinking that's solid and true, right? You're going to be, there's the evidence. They don't want to be in a relationship with me. They told me that. And then you start reacting to it. What am I going to do? What do I have to try harder? Why do people always say this to me? Why can't I have a relationship? Why is it so hard? Is manifesting work? What am I doing wrong? All those stories is coming from the fact that you heard something that you believe solid and true, because now that's the event. So the event happens and then you react to it. But let's remember why the event happened. The event happened because you subconsciously were holding a belief in regards to that, in relation to that. Now, when I say this, please do not take this as you are to blame and you need some sort of punishment. We're all doing this in different areas of our life because they're blind spots. We're not aware of them. We're not consciously, or we're not choosing this on purpose for ourselves. All right. You're not sadistic or anything. You're really just unconsciously doing this. So so remember, the thoughts are creating, the event happens, and then we react to it. Okay. And then we think we can't change it. Okay, because we forget the event happens, but we forget that it was already put in motion by our previous thoughts. All right. And the other thing is what you're saying all day. So some people are like, okay, I intend for my SP to always, choose me, make me a priority. They're saying that a couple of times. And then all of a sudden, bam, an event happens, right? And something happens where they don't feel like they're a priority. And then people start reacting to it and start, when I say reacting, it's not really the reaction. What I guess a better choice I should be saying is the reaction is the choice they make in that moment. And the choice they make in that moment is to believe that's solid, real, true. They can't change it. Something's wrong with them. Nothing's ever going to change. Okay. That right there, my friends, is the key to stop doing. Okay, you want to stop yourself as you start seeing yourself go with that story. Okay, so the key again is not really the reaction. That's not the right word. Really, it's the choice you're making in the moment when you see the evidence of something that you don't like and feeling those heavy emotions. Okay, and then you're saying and making a choice at that moment in time. Fuck, this is always going to be this way. Shoot, this is always going to be this way. It's going to be my life. Okay. Then you decide at that moment, because you're the creator of your reality, and it collapses, another event. Okay. You can create another event, and it keeps going until you, my friends, stop that. Okay. You stop that entirely and you start becoming aware of it. Okay. This event was just created because of my previous thoughts, because I was holding some limiting assumption about something. Let me figure out what that assumption is. All right, let's just say I'm not chosen, or I have to hustle and grind to get money, okay? Or, there's a scarcity of specific people, or scarcity of jobs or money or whatever. Let's say that's your limiting belief. So we'll go with one choice. So you have your specific person, they're doing something that's not making you feel like you're a priority. You forgot you created that with your subconscious beliefs, and then it shows up. And then all of a sudden you react to it. Okay. Meaning you make a choice and you start saying, oh God, it's not changing. Oh my God, why does this always happen? I mean, you might even feel that anxiety and the heaviness, and we can, you can work through this by releasing your emotions, because you can still create with your emotions as well. Okay. Because you're God all the time. Okay. You just don't get in a God state. You're God all the time of your reality. Okay, you're the conscious creator of your reality. So you get this bad evidence, okay, something you don't like, somebody tells you something that you don't like to hear. What the thing you want to do is start thinking this is feedback. This just shows me what my previous thoughts are, okay? Therefore, I'm going to make this conscious choice right now and decide that this is not going to happen any longer. I'm here on out going to be chosen. I'm going to be a priority. Okay. We're not going to dismiss what's happening now. You can go ahead and accept it, I guess, or you can maybe surrender to it. You can acknowledge it's happening is what I'm saying. You can acknowledge it, and then you start making your intentions for what you want. But what you want to stop yourself doing, and I've done this before, so this is what I'm telling you guys, is actually, I noticed this in myself as well as many clients, and it was like a game changer. It's like, bam, boom, like things started changing when I started noticing. I'm like, oh shit. The problem is, it's not the reacting, it's the problem that I'm actually believing this old story to be so damn true. And I'm thinking of all the evidence and all the feelings and all the reasons why it is true, okay? Because that's what's happening, right? So you have to stop yourself, okay? Because that's the old man, as Neville Goddard would say. You want to stop yourself as that comes up and say, time out. Okay, that might have happened. That happened before because those are my previous thoughts. So here are my new intentions, all right? Money is easy. There's an abundance of money. You know, it's easy for me to manifest money. I can get money from a lot of different places. My SP always is going to treat me from here on out as a priority. Okay, he or she is always going to show up in a loving way for me, depending on what you have going on. So again, remember, your events is created after your thoughts. Okay, so that's why it's so important if something shows up in your reality. I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but I just want to really drive this point home, is you want to stop yourself and say, nope, I am not going to accept that as my truth any longer. I'm not going to accept that any longer. You know, I'm not going to tell myself this is a true story any longer. I'm not going to tell myself that this is hard and it's unchangeable, or it's always been this way, or they said this, so they must mean it, or nothing's changing. I'm going to stop that, because those words are also creating my reality. I'm making a choice at that moment in time. So if something shows up from here on out, okay, I manifested that from, you know, a bad place, whatever. I forgive myself. This is what I'm going to start manifesting now. They always treat me like a priority. They're always so loving towards me. All right, and you're continuously persistent in it. So again, some people are just saying their affirmations once or twice in regards to something that they've had a lot of resistance and telling a negative story for so long, and they continuously say it. So they might say it like their affirmations when they wake up in the morning or at night, but then boom, when something hits, when shit hits the fan or something happens, they seem to spiral out of control. And it's okay if you're doing that, okay? It's okay. This is a process. You're going to just stop yourself from doing that, okay? And start remembering your power and that everything can be changeable. All right, you can change it. That's what creation is about, right? That's what we're doing. That's what manifesting is doing, is you're creating that new reality with your thoughts. And yes, you might have something that you don't like, and that's just contrast. So we don't need to beat ourselves up. Like, okay, that's just showing me contrast. My SP is not treating me like a priority. Great. Now I want them to start treating me like a priority. Now I understand in practice it can seem a little bit heavier because there's a lot of different things going on, possibly. So, you know, we're being patient with ourselves and working through this, but reminding ourselves that we have a choice in the moment when something shows up that we don't like. Figure out what we want. Stop accepting that story as being true from here on out. Start saying your new intentions. And then the fourth thing is, remember, they're giving up to a higher power. It's not your job to figure out the how. You're giving up to your higher power yourself, okay? Or universe, or soul, or God, or vortex. I don't know, insert any words you want to put in there, okay? You just have to tell, you know, the universe yourself what you want. When it shows up with that contrast, stop the stories telling you what you can't have it. Stop deciding that that's solid and true, okay, and real and not malleable, because you can change it, all right? You can change it all, anytime, okay? That's the beauty about manifesting. It's a solution to anything that we deem as a problem. It's really just a signal for us to see, like, you know what? I'm getting I don't have something that I want, so I want this now, okay? I don't like oranges, now I want apples. I don't like roses, now I decided I like lilies, okay? Let's not try to overcomplicate this so much, you guys. Okay, I hope this video was inspiring, because, you know, I just noticed myself doing this earlier this week, and I just really thought I should come on here and tell you guys this to help you guys out, because it's like an aha moment, even though I know about manifesting, but we're all humans, right? And there's sometimes that we forget these things. So I just wanted to bring it back to basics for you guys. So please comment, share, like, subscribe, bell icon. But yeah, tell me what you guys are manifesting and share your success stories. Let me know what you think of this video, and I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next video. Description's in the link below if you guys want to work together.